Throw away your power tools. No fancy equipment required. Just elbow grease. Hi guys, I'm Laura Vitale, and today on Summer Desserts Unplugged, I'm going to show you how to make lemon ice. Now the summer months are here, it's hot out, and I can't think of a better recipe that's going to cool me down, but I'm absolutely going to love it because it's a childhood recipe that I remember making with my nonna and my mom. So you're just going to need some plain old fresh lemons. Make sure you're using fresh lemons, not the bottled stuff. No. You're going to need some plain old granulated sugar, some water, and some ice. Doesn't get any easier than that. So the first thing you want to do is make a simple syrup. Now a simple syrup is basically equal parts of water and sugar, and I'm going to cook them together for just a little bit until the sugar dissolves. While that's heating up, I'm going to need a cup of lemon juice, but I'm going to zest it first. I'm going to zest one lemon first because I don't want to have to use another lemon, and it's kind of hard to zest after you've juiced it. So cut my lemon in half, and I juice my lemons the exact way I was taught as a kid. You take a fork, this is my nonna's fork, you stick it in there and you squeeze it. That's it. That's simple. I don't use a juicer, I don't use an electric anything. And I find that this gets the most juice out of your lemons or oranges or whatever you're juicing. Now I'm just gonna set this aside for just a couple minutes until my sugar is dissolved. It takes no time at all. You don't want this to color because then you'll end up with like a caramel, which it would not be good here. So now I'm gonna take my simple syrup and I'm gonna pour it over my ice cubes. Now don't ask me why she uses ice cubes instead of water. I have learned in my 25 years of living never to question my nonna. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna let this sit for about 5 minutes. I don't need the ice cubes to dissolve all the way or melt all the way. I just want them to melt just a little bit. So I'm gonna set this aside, clean up, and then we're gonna put the whole thing together. That ice mixture has been sitting here for about 5 minutes, and of course they're not all melted yet, but that's fine. Now I'm gonna strain in my lemon juice and then the lemon zest. I like seeing little specks of yellow running through it. And you know me, you know I'm obsessed with lemons and any kind of citrus. Now this is gonna go into your fridge for about an hour. I want this to chill, and the ice cubes will dissolve more as it sits in the fridge. And at the same time, I want you to take a 9 by 13 inch just regular baking dish, pop it into the freezer for an hour so that that's nice and chilled, and then I'll show you the next step. My lemon mixture has been in the fridge for an hour, and I just taken out my baking dish as well that's nice and chilled. So now what I'm gonna do is pour this straight in here. As you can see, the ice is pretty much all melted. And now this is gonna go into your freezer for 45 minutes. After 45 minutes in the freezer, this is what you should have. Some of it on the very top will start to freeze, and you just take a fork and you break them all up, because this is what's gonna give you that classic Italian ice consistency and texture. And that's it. Now this is gonna go into your freezer once again for 4 hours, and every 30 minutes I want you to take your fork and do exactly what we just did. After 4 hours in the freezer and stirring every 30 minutes, this is what you're gonna end up with, and it is just the best consistency and texture of any lemon ice you'll ever have. Now, yes, you can do this in an ice cream machine and you'll get done a lot faster, but you're not gonna get this texture and consistency, I promise you. And I know it's a little time consuming, but if you're smart, do like my grandmom did. Make your grandkids do it, or your kids, or your neighbor's kids. Nothing's gonna keep you this cool, this chilled on a hot summer day when you're sitting outside with your friends. It's like the perfect little treat. It's sweet, but not too sweet. It's lemony, but not at all tart and sour. It's a perfect balance. And I have my grandmom to thank for that, so thanks, Nonna. That's about it, and I hope you've enjoyed spending time with me. And to see more recipes from this series, along with other fabulous programs, you make sure you subscribe to Hungry on youtube.com/hungry. And I hope to see you next time. Bye-bye.